Hey everybody, welcome to my first video. I am Krista and this is Moonglow Art Studio. Today we are going to be making marbled paper, and you've probably seen different ways to do this on YouTube or the internet already, but I thought I would do a video for it also. Alright, you're going to need a large pan. I've also seen people use paper plates or foam little trays. You're definitely going to want some shaving cream, very important part. You're going to want a squeegee type item. Spatulas work really well, just something that's going to scrape the shaving cream and ink off the paper. Next, you're going to want something to swirl the ink around in the shaving cream. Believe it or not, I've found that a hair pick works really well. You can use popsicle sticks, you can use these little skinny sticks that my daughter had left over from an art project, and of course you're also going to need a variety of papers. And here I've got watercolor paper. It's really thick. It's over 110 pounds cold pressed. I am going to use a mat, just a basic photo mat. And then you're going to want cardstock. You can even use book pages or whatever you want to put the swirly pattern on. The lighter the color of the paper, the better your results are going to be. Also, I have found that you're not going to want to use a gessoed surface because the ink or paint that you use is not going to stick to the surface. I have a little example here. Don't know if my camera will zoom in on it, but it really didn't accept the ink as well as you would like. So, all right, step one. You're going to want to take your shaving cream, and I just got some shaving cream from the dollar store. Shake it up. And this might be a little loud on the camera, but I apologize, but this is a very integral part of the video. Of course, you're going to want to take the little safety part off. And you're just going to want to put a hefty amount, you know, whatever you decide. It's just as long as it covers the bottom. And any way that you want is fine. Might have to shake it up again in between just to make sure that you get a good covering on your pan. Ooh, I've got a fussy shaver here. Alright, we've got our pan totally covered, and now I'm just using a variety of inks. I got these at a large art supply store for $35.99, and I actually had a 40% off coupon, so I got it around 20 bucks or so. So, score! I'm going to start out with my magenta here, and you can use a popsicle stick and just kind of splatter some ink right on there, just all over, no particular pattern. The ink that I bought also came with a little eyedropper, and that's just really for doing larger amounts. Oh, I almost forgot. You're also going to want a big cup of water. So you can just suck up and then just kind of clean your eyedropper that way. That's also another reason why your little popsicle sticks are a handy little addition to get the ink all over. So let's see, what other color do I want? I'm going to do a nice blue, just a contrast. And you can even use the opposite side of your popsicle stick. Really just wherever you want color, because you're going to be swirling everything around anyway. Do. Sound effects. You can tell this is a high quality video. Yeah, maybe a little green. Again with my popsicle stick, just splatter it all over. Wherever makes you happy. Kind of like Bob Ross, happy little trees. Okay, and I'm going to want a little lighter color in here maybe, just to mix it up a little bit. Stick your popsicle stick in. Blue! Kind of looks like those like 1980s Trapper Keepers, doesn't it? Alright, we've got a nice assortment of color on our paper. You're going to want to get your sheet of paper ready. And I'm just going to turn the tray of awesomeness a little bit and put my paper down right here. You're going to want to get your little spatula tool ready and your swirly maker. That's a technical term. Okay, you're just going to take it and kind of drag it across. You can do it any way you want. Now the lighter, the better here, with the pick anyway. Little art rag here. And you can make it really simple, leave some of the little spots on there, or swirl everything, whatever. Again, Bob Ross would say, it's your world, you do what you like. Okay, you're going to take your piece of paper. Remember, cardstock. Thicker paper works better, otherwise the color is going to absorb through. You're just going to plop it right in there. And a little bit of pressure. You want to make sure that your color is going to adhere to your paper. Press it down. You don't want to press it down too hard where the shaving cream is going to go wrap around it. But you want to make it so that when you do it, you can see the, let me see if I can zoom in here. You can see the, you know, shaving cream kind of bubble. Make sure that's really nicely in there. And I'm going to peel it off carefully. Plop it down next to it. That's why a mess mat or a piece of paper, big calendar left over is really nice to protect your work surface. So take your scraping tool and you can even just kind of scrape that back in. Oh, we got a winner, folks. Pretty nice. And all the shaving cream is gone. And you are left with a super pretty paper. If you make your own like cereal box journals or etc., you can go ahead and do the second side. So if you want to, you can leave it as is, or swirl it around again, do little circles this time, plop some of that in if you want, because there really is a lot of ink left over. Okay. Now if you swirl it too much, you are going to kind of get like a muddy, not real swirly design, but okay, we're going to pop it in again. Push it down just so it kind of mushes out a little bit. That way you know that all the surfaces are touching the paper, and if not, having little open spots isn't a horrible thing either. It's fun to just experiment and see what you kind of end up with. I'm just going to scrape some of that off. Doobity-doo. Again with the sound effects. And there you go. You have another nice piece of paper, custom made. At this point I've got quite a lot of shaving cream on my scraper tool, so I'm just going to kind of take it off there so that we have a nice clean piece. The kind of cool part about this is also that shaving cream happens to smell pretty yummy. I always like it when my husband shaves and I can go in and, you know, get that yummy man scent. Okay, now we're getting a little bit more muddy of a print here. So I'm actually going to do because it's softer, I'm going to take my pastel pink, press that down in there. Of course, I got to move my other sheet just to a spot where it's going to dry. Pull up your paper. Paper. And even when it gets a little bit muddy or mottled, you're really going to be left with a pretty print. And with the pastel paper, it's kind of nice to have like a softer look. Can I focus in a little bit better? Got a new video camera and I'm just getting used to it. Again, I said this is my first video. If you like it, subscribe or like the video, and I will be sure to make more. So, you have a lot of shaving cream here. You can either, just wipe it off my hands here. You can add more colors, or you can scoop all this stuff out, throw it in your little waste paper basket, and start over. But, because I don't like to waste anything, I'm going to add some new colors. It'll be kind of nice with the soft background left over. Just to add some vibrant colors to the background. Don't have any purple yet. Gotta get the purple. Love going. Ooh. And this, my dear friends, is going to be more vibrant because I have more ink on there. Now I have also used alcohol inks and walnut inks, whatever you want. Inks are going to give you the brightest color. I have used watercolors. I just have a little extra stuff going on here. And just really scrape it into your garbage can. So I'm going to again swirly dooby dooby doo doo. Swirl. Kind of go through the little or large blobs of ink. Really, any direction you want to do is cool. Again, it's your design. You do what you like. And really fun to experiment. So, we have some more color in there. Put my piece of paper in. Till it kind of smushes out a little bit. Ooh, this is gonna be cool. I've got a feeling. Oh. Ooh, that one's pretty cool too. And I'm just using, get it in the paint section where you can do like drywall, and it just works really well. It's nice and thin, big surface. There you go. Add some more color here. Got some more green. And with this one, I'm just going to leave the dots kind of right in there. Maybe swirl just a couple of them. The larger blobs. But I like the, again, 80s Trapper Keeper look. And just for sake of time here, I'm going to plop that right down. Smushy, smushy. Smushy, smushy. And you see it's left with a lot more of the speckles, which, you know, can be kind of cool. And really you can experiment with watercolor or, you know, inks, various walnut inks you might have, whatever you have around. The thicker the stuff, the worse it's going to be. It's not going to, you know, float on your surface as well. So I would not recommend acrylic paints or oil paints, especially, you know, if you add a lot of water to your acrylic paints. I don't know, maybe it'll work. Leave your suggestions in the comments below somewhere. I will show you a couple examples of different things that I have made. Okay, so we have some book pages here. Kind of neat. A Dutch, I don't know where I even got it. I think I got it in a swap on Swapbot. Dutch paper. Even did, I found at a thrift store, I found all these medical encyclopedias from like the 60s, so those are kind of neat. Kind of weird. Just different things that I can fold up and add to a cereal box journal, which I will likely be doing a tutorial on as well. So those are just papers. With your lovely papers, you can do some nice cards for loved ones. I like to kind of add like fabric and fibers onto mine. That one I just added little sticky adhesive flowers. They're kind of a metal. I don't know if you can see it real well. This one is pretty neat. I actually took a mat and just, I paper marbled the mat, and then I just took a book page, made a Capricorn symbol on it, framed it. Nice, inexpensive gift. And I am an avid art journaler, so of course I had to plop my whole sketchbook art journal into the solution of ink and shaving cream. This is a pretty hefty book. If you're going to do that, I would suggest a lighter book and protect the papers around it. So just a couple ideas for you. Again, if you like my video, click like, subscribe. There'll be more videos to come. Hope you learned something. Have fun making art projects and crafting, and nice, inexpensive, easy way to do wrapping paper, cards, etc. So, alright, thank you for watching my first video.